Not afraid to put colors together that people normally won't put together. Not to show your palette, not to show your emotion, your creativity. What is like? How do you see artists today?
I see a lot of artists today. First of all, I think a big problem with the art industry today in general is it's very oversaturated, because a lot of people just want to be artists now because that's like the cool thing, the wave. But I think another problem is like how we always talk about that there's not a lot of originality in the art world. You know, there's a lot of people who are doing the same shit. And I was on Instagram one time and going through the feed, and I saw this one piece of art, and I thought it was a Basquiat painting, but I looked at it and it was some dude from like California or whatever, and all his artwork looked like Basquiat. And then I seen a bunch of other people like doing that style of painting, and I don't want to be the one to say that there's something wrong with that, because I don't think it's a big issue when just to do some art in general, but like I don't know, I think people need to start finding themselves more.
Can't argue with that. Can't argue with that. That's the truth. I think I know what guy you're talking about as well, but there's a lot of artists that copy verbatim, like exactly what the artists do. And I get it, all the way they think, well, if they like this guy, they'll like me if I copy this guy, which usually is not. That's not where you want to go. That's kind of the exact opposite of having somebody like you, because most of these artists, if you think back history, they started art because they liked it, just because they want to do it. Basquiat didn't think, I'm going to be liked. He didn't give a damn. He just said, I'm going to do this. And if you like it, you can. If you don't, fuck you. And Picasso, originally, he did very traditional style work, and then he started to do Cubism. Next thing you know, still to this day, his name became a damn verb. If somebody say, "Oh, you like Picasso," that means you could draw. That means you could paint or draw. So I do get you there. I do get you there. What about Cleveland artists? Like specifically Cleveland artists. How do you feel about just Cleveland artists in general?
I can't really speak on a lot of Cleveland artists because I've never met them, and I can't speak on someone I've never met.
Okay,
but
you're a good guy.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, there are a lot of great artists out there. One of my favorite artists, besides you guys, is Timothy Reynolds.
Cool. Yeah, Tim's cool.
Amazing artist. All his artwork for Feed the People is amazing that he does.
Yes.
There's some other ones. Obviously, Monroe.
Yeah, he's awesome. Yeah. Okay, we do got some Cleveland artists that are good. We'll say that. G's in there. We got some good people.
From and everybody at the Unhinged show is amazing.
I think one of the main things is everybody in Cleveland is cliques.
Yeah.
Everybody has a clique in Cleveland. Like if you're not part of the cool kids, you got to be over there. Yeah. And then if you're not with them over there, you got to be by yourself over there. It's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah. And
that's something I don't see. I think that's like a normal thing in our period. Everybody had their own clique. Everybody had their own thing. But I think now it's exclusivity. Yes. Yeah, exclusivity.
And back to the thing about the art being oversaturated is it's hard for artists to really break through and like get the notoriety they deserve. So like because they get buried under all these other artists. And social media is a great thing for more people to get recognized. Now you just see people blown up out of nowhere for all different types of things. Like
honestly,
music,
some of it be bullshit.
Movies, art, it doesn't matter. But like it also sucks for like the good artists and the good musicians and etc. because they get buried underneath all that, and it's hard for them to get noticed. Like you don't have any artists that have broken all the way through and are considered like big symbols of art, like Basquiat, Warhol, Dali, Max Beckman, all of them. Like they were all standouts for their era.
That's a very good argument. Actually.
The only ones I could think of is George Condo, but the only reason people ever knew him was because of Kanye's artwork.
Yeah, that's true. Nobody has broken that.
Cause is another one.
Right, But Bansky, he's pretty influential. Like not influential, but infamous.
Yeah,
I guess more or less. But you're right. There's not many that really have a staple.
Yeah,
that's true.
And it kind of sucks for me too because like I strive. I'm not the one person that wants to, like you can't be. I hate when people in art say like, I gotta be better than this artist. I'm trying to be better than this artist, because like, who's to say like you're a better artist than someone else?
Right.
Everyone has their own creativity and stuff like that. So you
Taste
can't be
is-
really better than somebody. But like,
Too much competition.
I just want like, it sucks for me because I want to get at that level where I want the respect as an artist.
Right.
Like I just want people to have that respect for me the way
Good point.
um,
Good point.
they have respects for people before me.
Good point. I think,
So.
well, I feel that it's a disconnect of, if you're an artist, a true artist, whatever that may be, if you're not considered cool, you're just an artist, you know. But you can be cool and be just more of a trendsetter type of person, where you're not necessarily an artist. That's a big thing. Like if you make clothes, you know, your clothes might not necessarily be progressive, necessarily. Who is this? A guy that I like, Javon Therese, I think his name is. Amazing work. Amazing work. He should be the most famous fucking designer in Cleveland, period. But it's not considered cool yet. You know what I'm saying? It's, people like high fashion, but people like the t-shirt thing, the whatever the hell you want to call that. But it's way too many. It's way too many people that not necessarily are artists. They're just people that want to be cool. Because it's like you said, it's saturated with everybody can be artists.
Yeah.
Everybody, you know, you can say, you make fucking rocks. You're an artist. You can collect rocks literally and make a fucking face out of them. Oh, I'm an artist. Like what?
Yeah.
You know, it's to that point now. It's a very good point.
And back to like, I don't want to speak too much on Cleveland artists, but what we were talking about earlier, where like they want to be the most popular in Cleveland. They don't really want to branch out and stuff. And, you know, that's a problem for me too, because I'm trying to be one, like, respected in different places.
Your art definitely can't be contained in one city.
Yeah.
Your art definitely has the power to be world renowned. It's not for one city.
That's what blows my mind, because I've only been painting for a year. Like, I did this shit out of pure boredom. Like, I was bored.
You hear this?
I was bored with my girlfriend at the time. I just wanted to paint. Like, I don't know, out of nowhere, I was just like, I kind of want to paint on something. And that was and we just went and bought a bunch of stuff, and I just started painting.
This guy is amazing. Yeah. This guy is impressive. He just said, fuck it, I'm painting, and he painted, and look what he came up with. Yeah. Not only did you only paint for a year, but you came up with, like, honest work. Yeah. Honest, like, legit honest work. And people can literally learn, like you said, the technical way, and never truly create something that is masterful. You create multiple masterpieces, in my opinion. I mean, because at the end of the day,
that's another thing that's crazy to me, because like, I just, like I said, I just paint, like, I just paint, so I don't know what even is a masterpiece. Like, I don't know, who makes that decision to where that's a masterpiece.
But the fact that you think like that is good. Because somebody else can say, like, we never say, oh, this is art. I let somebody else judge. Yeah. So the fact that you do that is good. And that's how it should be. You just create it. That's it. You know, at the end of the day, you're just giving visual perception. And you damn sure, you know, you definitely do that. I give it to you. It really is. Just first off, from my standpoint, I've been doing art since 06, and you have some of the most. Me and my wife got influenced by too many people, and you influenced actually that piece there, and that's literally the first time we've ever done that, where an artist can influence us, and your art is impressive, and honestly it is. It's so expressive. So my question is, what's the motivation for your art exactly? Other than obviously you just being a year bored and then bam.
Yeah. So first I'll start with like the inspiration, so you kind of get an idea. Gotcha. When I first started painting, I was living downtown in an apartment, and in there was this like colorful light that was always spinning and stuff, and it had like different colors, and it was always spinning and we had it on at night. We had a black light too in there and stuff, like Christmas lights, different colors, all these lights. And I'd be sitting in there, you know, like chilling at night, like till like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, just sitting on the couch watching movies, watching music videos, watching just a bunch of stuff. And you know, I was dibbling and dabbling into little stuff while I was watching these movies and stuff. And I don't know, like I feel like that's why my palette is the way it is because of that light. That I feel like a lot of
That explains a lot.
because that's when I started painting. So like if you saw this light light at night and stuff, you would understand like why the paintings look the way they do.
Gotcha. You got like an inside thing for it, gotcha.
Yeah, and a lot of the things that I'm into kind of inspire my art. Like my favorite director is Stanley Kubrick.
Gotcha.
So I watch a lot of his movies. And a lot of his movies are my favorite movies.
Nice.
He uses a lot of color in his in some of his movies, and he has his movies are weird. They're really weird.
Yeah, our favorite
So-
is Tim Burton, so we definitely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I get you.
Yeah, him too.
That's true. His art is really tough. They
Yeah,
are.
yeah.
That's awesome.
So it's just like one of
So
those
pretty much
things.
diversity. Is
Yeah, a lot of
just-
diversity, like, cause you can get inspiration from anything. It doesn't just have to be artists. Like,
That's true.
you know, you can grab inspiration from a bunch of things. Like, it could just be you taking a walk one day and you see like a certain bird that looks a certain way.
That's true.
You know, but like, not getting into that. But I don't know. So like, I just pull a lot of inspiration from my paintings, from movies, music, of course, other artists.
That's
And,
impressive.
you know, it kind of brings it all together. But
That's
a
impressive.
lot of people have a misconception of my art when they first see it. Like at the art show we had, people were like, they said they walked into my room and they were just like they'd take a step back and they were taken away, and I didn't know why. Like they said they walked in there and they were just like.
That's a good reaction. I like that. Like I'm scaring you. Good.
Yeah, and
Good.
it's like that's not even the intention,
Right.
like to do that, but.
Because it's so different.
Yeah, and like I don't know, a lot of people ask me like, am I satanic or some shit like that. For real,
honestly, we've
real
got asked that
That's
before.
real shit.
Somebody actually thought we sacrificed goats before, so I understand.
Bro, that's
I
real.
understand.
And like I'm just like.
That is kind of hilarious that they would ask you that though.
Yeah, I mean I get it because.
So are you in
there's
the
a lot
cult,
of
Peso?
that.
Are you in the cult?
Yeah, like I mean I guess I get it. Like I get why because like people are narrow-minded, but
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know, I don't know.
Gotcha. So where you? How far you want to go with your art? Just, I think you kind of touched on it a little bit. But
Yeah, just the sense of like getting, you know, the respect.
Respect, gotcha.
And stuff, but more so than that, like my first thing, I don't really do. See, my problem with a lot of people is their motivation is to be like, you know,
greatest artist and all that shit,
in anything, the greatest anything, which isn't
Right.
bad. It's not a bad like mindset, but for me, it's more so like personal gains, like, you know, just like I set little goals for myself with my art, and like every time I just get one of those goals, like it makes me feel better more so than someone saying they appreciate my art. Like, you know, that's a whole different feeling. But like when I accomplish it for myself with my art, then like having my first art show, like a year ago, I was painting out of boredom. I didn't think I would ever even have an art show. And the fact that people have hit me up asking like, how much are these paintings? Or like the thought of you even wanting to buy a painting to put in your house is crazy to me. Like that's crazy.
That's awesome, man. I respect that a lot. That's good.
Yeah, it's just more so of like a personal thing for me.
And I agree with that.
They just kind of
They do whole. I want to be great and all this, and that's the problem. Just be what you want. You know?
Yeah.
Because for us, we just like art.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it's really nothing, but we just love art. We cannot be as famous as anybody, but we just genuinely love to do art, and that's it. But I really respect it, man. That's impressive. I mean, how long, man? Your wife that you respect so much. Like, why us that you don't want us to mentor you?
It's kind of funny because I've never met you guys before, obviously.
Right.
And you commented on one of my pieces that Tim posted on his IG.
I did. Oh
you
yeah.
like this or something, and I was like, thank you, and I clicked on your page, and I saw your art, and I was like, oh wow, like, whoa, like I didn't even know what to say. I was like, oh jeez, I was scrolling through everything. I was liking a bunch of pictures, and yeah, I don't know. It was like one of the first like Cleveland artists in the city that I was like immediately a fan of, because it's super weird to me too, because like, when you ask someone like what's your favorite artist and stuff, they're gonna say Andy Warhol, Basquiat.
Right,
They're gonna say all the
famous
old people, and it was crazy to me because like when I saw your artwork, you guys became like one of my favorite artists of all time, like in that list.
Oh,
Like where I was just like, if someone asked me like who are your favorite artists, I would say like you guys, for sure. And it was so weird to me because like, I don't know, it's just crazy that like one of your favorite artists can be like just someone you like can hang out with.
That's what's up, man.
I
appreciate
work
that.
with and stuff.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, it was cool.
I mean, I was honored, just for you to access to mentor.
Yeah.
Your work it speaks for itself, so that definitely is a hell of an honor, so appreciate that, man.
Yeah, when I saw your guys' work, you guys were one of the only people that like I wanted to work with in art, because like I don't want to say I'm not a very personable person, but like I just don't really care to like work with